Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and in this video we're going to be finishing off the this female block gang member here. I've got the palette cam sorted out, it's not blurred anymore. I don't know what happened last time, but you'll be able to see better what I'm doing in this video. So we're going to be starting highlighting. So our highlight colour is Ushabti Bone. I want to get rid of these what you call it, Games Workshop colours, and just get other colours that are associated, you know, like close to, but as long as I've got it I might as well use it. So Ushabti Bone, and put some on there. You probably won't be able to see that very well on camera because it's fairly similar to the background, but it's there. And I'm going to put that out of the way where we can see it. Have I moved anything? No, I haven't. Right, so first off, her. Just want to give this brush a bit of a rinse, and we'll go into the colour we started with. First one was green, and we'll just run a little bit of this green colour along the top edge there. I'm not going too overboard with this. That will do. We'll go right across on the top and then fade it down a little as we go on. That will do fine. And oops. Next we want to take our Ushabti Bone, put it there, and take a little bit of this Screamer Pink and put it in there, and just do a little touch here and there. We're not going overboard with this at all because you're not really going to see it terribly well. Oops. Let me bring this down a little. I found a position that I'm comfortable using, and I'll zoom in a little bit. So hopefully now you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just touching the bottom part of this hairstyle. I'm touching here and there, all on the bottom. So that's that. Next, we'll take some of the Kisler Flesh, move it up there, and some of the Ushabti Bone. In fact, I don't want to do that yet, do I? No, I don't. I just want some Kisler Flesh because I want to re-establish the colour first of all before giving the highlight. So I'll just run it along the head there and the edge of the ear, and again on that side and the edge of the ear, a little of the cheekbone there, and down the jaw. There we go. And same again on this side. And we're not going to see much on this side for some reason. And there we are. And don't forget the nose. That will do fine. Next to the hands. And we'll just touch on there along there, and then just add a couple of little lines across, and that will do for highlighting the skin. I'm just going to go across the side of the head once more, because that's going to be the brightest side, so we need to do a little bit more highlighting on this edge than the other. There we go. Make sure we have everything in focus and everything in camera shot. Once again, oh yeah, and that will do. Okay, next we'll do the jacket, and we used this colour for the jacket, and we'll just add some little touches here and there. As you can see, I'm steering away from doing the t-shirt at the moment, because I'm trying to get the areas that is going to be hit by light fully. And that, we have this little line here and here, and we can actually go down a bit further with that, I think. Oh yeah, just keep working our way through, picking out any details that we need to pick out. Oh yeah. And we'll go down that edge and that edge, pick out that collar, and there as well. It's just a case of going back and making adjustments. As I keep saying, painting, no matter what you're painting, is just making a series of adjustments. It's not getting everything right the first time. If you get everything right the first time, you're very, very lucky. Or you've got an incredibly steady hand. And I'm just going to run across the shoulders there. That will do. And next we will do the belt and pouches. Oh yeah. So we'll just touch areas where the belt is raised. And I do believe that I've painted that part. Let me get my very fine brush out and go into the blue. Because looking now, I believe that that is the belt for the trousers and not something different. So let's go over the belt loops here. I might need to put some more of this blue paint down because it doesn't seem to be enough. There we go. I'm quite happy with that. Although yes, I do need to put some of this blue paint down. I'm not going to worry about the other brush. At the moment it's in the water pot. Oh yeah. And let's make sure we have some paint on these belt loops. Oh yeah, that will do fine. Next, oops, looking at it, that needs to be blue. There we go. And now we can make a start on here, and we'll just bring back the blue colour that we darkened up with the wash. We only darkened it slightly, we didn't go overboard. And we're just going to make sure that we have a basis to work from for the highlights. And there we go. That's that done. And now we'll start highlighting the t-shirt. Okay, so the first highlight I'll pop on there, and then we don't really have much to work with the t-shirt, which is why I've left it till now. That's about it really. It has unfortunately not seemed to have accepted the wash terribly well, but not to worry, we will pick out the highlights on it a little later. There we are, we just tarted it up a little more and now we're ready for highlighting. Okay, so first off, skin. So we have a mix up here ready for skin. I don't know why I added more in, because I just realised I'd already pre-mixed that, but never mind. Let's go here and add some of this extra highlight as close as we can to the hair. There we are. Under the nose, the top part of her ear, and a jawline as well. And now fingers, and what we can see for hand. There we are, that won't do. Next, a t-shirt. So we'll take some of this and put it over here. And we'll take some of this and add it too. That lightens it up nicely. And we can add some little marks here and there on the areas that want to be a bit brighter on this t-shirt colour. And I still don't know what this is supposed to be. It may just be a scarf, but I'm just going to use the edge of the brush fill in those little highlights there. And I'm also going to add some to here as well. There we go. And also there. And that's that. Next job, we'll add some of the this colour into here in order to make it paler, and we'll add this onto the jacket. Yes, I know I do every now and again stop saying what I'm saying and pause and then carry on the sentence. It's just a habit. It's when I'm thinking or concentrating that usually happens. Yeah, just wanting to make sure that I'm saying what I'm saying correctly. And oops, oh, in this case I'm making sure that me talking is not affecting my painting technique, because sometimes when you're not expecting it, you can say something and the actual vibration of your voice or the vibration of you moving your mouth can actually affect where you're putting the paint. So that's something you've got to remember when you're painting. Sometimes it's better to just stick your tongue out and paint than talk. And yes, you should always stick your tongue out when you're concentrating. It helps you concentrate much better. I remember saying that to somebody who was playing golf at the time. I was up at a local stately home, well, saying stately home, it was council owned. Oh, it was council owned, I don't know whether it is now or not, but called Hay Hall. It's in near Standish in Wigan, and there's a golf course right next to it. And I was stood by the hall, and somebody who was playing golf hit the ball and sliced it and knocked it up and missed me by about 3 feet. So I went and got the ball. I went to pick the ball up and he stood there saying, sorry. I said, you know what you did wrong, don't you? He said, what? And this was a shouting conversation. I was shouting to him, not at him. I said, you didn't stick your tongue out far enough. And he started laughing. And I threw the ball back to him. And he made a point of sticking his tongue out. And then he hit the ball down the fairway quite straight. And I went, told you. And he just put his thumb up. To me. And he was laughing. You could see him laughing as he was walking along. And it's happened a few times, that. It's quite funny when it happens. It's always nice having a laugh and a joke with people, rather than being a pain in the arse. Fortunately, that was before I was really bad with depression and anxiety, and what you call it, before the fibromyalgia really took hold. But it's these kind of things that I look back on and make me chuckle every now and again. There we are. Yeah, the trousers done. And now let's do the boots. And I'm going to bring in a new colour for this one. I'm saying a new colour, it's a colour that we didn't use in the base coating. It's not a new colour to me or the channel. Thank You by Darkness. Ta-ta-ta. I'm going to put a load on here, I'll stick it down here, it'll be right. There we are. And I'll put that back down there. I need to rinse off this brush. I shouldn't use this one for putting it to the on the palette, but never mind. Just give it a wipe, the brush that is. And then we'll take this Thank You by Darkness, and this will go on the boots. And we'll just pick out any little patterned areas. I'm going to put the knee pads in. I'm going to put the knee pads in with the boots as well, because I quite like the idea of that. I'm just going to use the edge of the brush to go down the laced up areas, and load the brush up again. And we don't seem to be covering quite a great deal with this colour, but you'll see it's there when you come to look at it later on. And again, we're just trying to brighten up the black, and this is a really nice colour to brighten black up. Especially when you can get enough on the brush and you can see what you're doing. And there we go. That will do nicely. There's not much really you need to do with Thank You by Darkness once you've got it on the black. But so we're just going to touch up a few more areas that look as though it's not quite got enough on. There we are. We're going to have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Going to have to work out how I'm going to get these bases off here at some point. Well, should I sew them off, clip them off? I'm not quite sure as yet, but I think of something. I'm just going to keep working this Thank You by Darkness over the black. We don't want it too bright. We just want it bright enough to show that there is some detail in the black. If we go too bright, it stops looking black. There we are. I think that's about enough. That will do nicely. Okay, so what's next? Yes, the pouch and the belt. So we'll get some of the ushabti bone, some of the colour we used for the belts and the pouches, and we want to add this to yeah. Now remember, the belt is between the belt hooks, so we do need to see it. I'm doing a little upside down inverted L shape here, and the opposite way on the bottom. It just makes it stand out that little bit more, like that. And you can see it there, and might even just add a little bit along here. Just make it look try and make it look as though there could be a bit of a pattern. Well, I think it's just been plain. I don't know whether it would work or not, but there we are. It will do the job. Right, next job. I think we're going to add a little bit more of this ushabti bone into the highlight colour for the t-shirt, just so we can add a little bit more brightness to certain areas. And now there, and do, and also touch along here as well, and here, any raised areas. Make sure it gets hit with this. There we are, that will do. And that is almost it. What do we have next? The gun. Okay, I think with the gun, actually I'm quite happy with the way the gun looks and the way that looks. I'm going to add a little more of that into the skin colour, and add just a little bit more of a paler look along the top edge, well, on the top of a there we go. I'll try and make her a head, something like a focal point. There we are. And now we need a little bit more of this in the coat mixture. Again, trying to make this much brighter, pick out some extra highlights, features. So we'll pop along there, and there's a little V seam. Now I'm just doing stipple effects on the larger areas. So I'm just putting dots there we go, and just run dots down there and there, and just run a little of this colour along that bottom seam. And that will do nicely. We don't want her to looking too bright, because she's after all a block gang, so she's not going to be really, what's the word I'm looking for? Really nice, really nice clothes. I'm going to take some more of this red. I'm going to do one lens and another lens there you are. So both lenses are done. I know it looks horrible close up like that, but yeah, we're not going to be looking at this mini so close. There we are. And that, I believe, is her done. I'm happy with the way she looks. She fits in with this fella. Neither of them look as though they've had a really good life. They look as though they are in a scruffy street gang. Done. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll be doing one of the other what do you call it, the other gang members. Let's just bring them all in so you can remind yourself what they'll look like. So we have that fella, young man there. He's that, and he's like that. So they're the gang members left to paint. So if you would like to see any particular one, just leave me a message in the comment section of this video. A, B. In fact, just to make sure, A, B, C, D, E, or F. What I'll do, I'll use that. So there we are. They are the choices. Oops. So again, let me know which one you want, and I will paint the one, as I say, that has the most votes in the next video. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, as always, stay safe and take care. God bless, and bye for now.